Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Saturday, December 5th, 7:19 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. 23.6% of all US dollars were created in the last year. How's 2021 going to look like? All right, BitcoinDailyView.com. Check it out. All the cool stuff is there. Go to the BitcoinDailyView.com. You can join the um, Bitcoin Daily View Telegram chat. This is a three-point. This is one part of a three-part series that Biffy did on linear time analysis based on fib of Bitcoin and price action. Interesting stuff. As always, never, ever, ever financial advice. I'm just a crazy person talking to you in his garage. This is entertainment purposes only. Always listen to the World Economic Forum and get ready for the Great Reset. All right, Bitcoin 18,965, a mix of green and red in the market today. Little Cardano coming in the green, a percent up. That's a nice thing to see. Good for you, Little Cardano. Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, 1.9 billion. A billion of that on Binance. Longs versus short sentiment on Binance for all that beautiful volume is 52% longs, 47% shorts. That's nice to see. Okay, here's the daily MACD, and this is something that I'm just kind of looking at, and this is why I'm kind of taking the weekend off basically. Right now, daily MACD, the MACD is negative. MACD is the blue, signal is the red, the MACD is below the signal, histogram is in the red. We're not going the right direction on the daily. When I see this on the daily chart, as you can see, Bitcoin's been a rocket ship to Pluto. We're getting some serious volatility as we work on getting above that all-time high, but we're still well above the 200 moving average. All is good, but MACD is trending on the negative side. That's never really a hot thing. When we're trending negative with the MACD on the daily for Bitcoin, I always find that in general that just creates pressure that Bitcoin has a hard time getting above. It just creates some downward pressure. It's kind of carrying a heavy backpack, and it makes Bitcoin a little bit more volatile towards the dumpy side. So, if you're trading with tight stops, be careful because I think that dumps, entertainment purposes only, are more likely until that MACD trends positive once again. You can see on the 3-day, it's still positive, but the histogram is closing towards the negative here. I mean, what a beautiful uptrend. We're just catching some volatility as we work on that all-time high. Not a big deal, but it's also a great time to go hiking and just chill until Bitcoin works itself out. All right, the 12-hour MACD is still negative. Hasn't begun the trend towards the positive. The 4-hour MACD is definitely trending towards the positive. That's a good thing, but it has not crossed positive yet. And the 2-hour MACD has crossed positive, and it's beginning to open up. So really, I will get more confidence in Bitcoin having a more confident sideways or starting to challenge that all-time high again when we see, of course, MACD on 2 hours turn positive. When we see the 4-hour turn positive, I'll definitely think we've begun a more powerful upwards trend once again. It's working on that positive cross, even moving positive, a positive histogram closing in the right direction is a good thing. But we still need 12-hour to catch up, and it's just not playing the game yet. And the daily, well, it needs to catch up too. So watch those shorter time frames begin to turn positive. Watch the longer time frames begin to trend positive. So as we get every shorter time frame MACD positive cross, and the higher time frames begin to get a positive histogram, then we're going to see more powerful Bitcoin. Right now, this weekend, I'm just not seeing a stout Bitcoin. I think we're seeing kind of a flaccid sideways Bitcoin into this weekend. And with that daily MACD being negative, I think we have a heavy backpack and it may stumble and we may see some dumpiness. With that said, on the short time frame, the 45-minute chart, as you can see with that negative MACD on the daily, it's definitely affecting the short time frame. This 200 moving average on a 45-minute chart is a big deal to me, and we need to be above it. And it's great if the 200 moving average is trending up also. Well, we've been flirting with it, bouncing off of it. We dumped below it, we're above it. Now we're challenging it once again. Bitcoin needs to basically stay above the 200 moving average in the 314, or else we might see a rather rough dump. As you can see right here, we broke below it, and boom, what was that? Like, what kind of percent was that there? Let's see. We dumped below the 200 moving average, and from that dump to where we turned around, that was like 10%. So really, are we going to bounce here as we flirt with the 200 moving average, or are we going to do another dump? It could go either way. The directional index is not in the right spot. ADX is low. RSI is great. It's in the middle. It could definitely turn up. So at least it's not working against us. We're not really oversold. KRI is positive in the green, but overall, we are just not hitting this weekend strong, in my opinion. We need to get some space away from this 200 moving average and quit this sort of, like, this is natural and I'm all for it. This is good. We're just hitting some serious turbulence here as we work on breaking through an all-time high. Good to go. It's a battle, but we're going to do it. And like, we're looking at 19K, like I think we just got above 19K. Again, we're coming in at 19,013. We're going to be looking at 20K pretty soon as support. Not financial advice, but as we work on that all-time high, and of course the psychological barrier of $1,000 level, like 19,000, it gets crazy. And right now, with a daily MACD on the negative side, I think we're definitely seeing Bitcoin. It's going to be a hard climb, I think, this weekend, unless it finds some pizzazz. I do think next week could definitely be a rocket ship to Pluto, but really, I'm just not expecting that break above the all-time high and that clear sky to pump in until daily MACD gets positive again. All right, Bitcoin versus Tether. Bitcoin taking a hard hit, but note it dumped below the 200 moving average, but it did bounce off the 314 moving average. Yeah, good day go. 200 moving average white, 314 moving average, kind of purpley there, that color, the green purple. This is a 45-minute chart. Immediate price action, directional index is in the wrong side of things. ADX is not looking too good. RSI's got room to turn up. KRI still green. But we are below the 200 moving average, as you can see. Really, until we get above the 200 moving average and we bounce off it or we start mooning past it, I'm going to say that Ethereum is not looking strong this weekend either. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on Binance, it dumped below the 200 moving average. It's above the 314. It just wicked to the 314. It's just not looking strong at all. ADX, not wrong side of 25, basically. Directional index not looking too good. RSI's got room to turn up. KRI is staying green. But basically, as you can see, we are sideways going into this weekend as we build momentum towards challenging that all-time high once again. XRP versus USDT. I'm using Trade Genius's cool indicators here. And note, this is the profit ribbon here. Right now on XRP versus USDT, the profit ribbon is red. It says green, but the fulcrum here is in the green, so maybe we could be looking at a buy. This is all very neat. Let me see if I can pull away from there for 1 second. I'm giving you a little flirtation there, looking at the Trade Genius cool indicators they've got there. And of course, I always endorse Trade Genius. We'll talk about them very briefly at the end. But XRP versus USDT, once again, with my usual indicators, we're below the moving average. We're having a hard time. We're hitting it sideways. Directional index, wrong spot. RSI got room to turn up. KRI is negative here on the 45-minute chart. So basically, it's just not powerful. We need to get above this 200 moving average at around, I would say 0.62 sats. I'm sorry, 0.62 cents, really, until we get some momentum above the 200 moving average and the directional index in the green. ADX at about 23.25. I'm staying away from XRP. I think it's just basically suffering because Bitcoin is crappy right now. They're not disconnected assets yet, I would say. Digibyte versus BTC, why not? I think a lot of alts are doing exactly this. You have this downtrend, here's the 200 moving average. They are below it. They got a good deal of effort to go through to challenge it. If we look at the tradelikeagenius.com cool indicators, it flashed a sell signal back as we were losing that battle with the 200 moving average. And if you'd gotten out there, you'd be rocking, getting ready to get a nice green buy signal. Probably when we challenge this 200 moving average again. The Trade Like a Genius indicator tends to give good signals, usually a little bit sooner than I would, but that's fine because it lets me know that my trend that I usually follow is coming. But Trade Genius, even though they're a little bit more aggressive than I am, they're right most of the time with this beautiful buy sell indicator that they have, which you can get in on. Digibyte, BTC, directional index is screwed. ADX is high, but it's only really because it's dumping. RSI is looking good on the move up. We'll see. I would love to see Digibyte BTC get above this 200 moving average and start to trend up again here. This is a 4-hour chart, kind of showing you a good deal of momentum here towards the downside recently, looking at this 200 moving average. Anyway, this is the fate of many alts right now, but as you can see, the dominance is down to 62%. If we could just get Bitcoin to get over this flirtation with the 200 moving average and just get sideways above it with a nice uptrend, a gentle uptrend even, or just the sideways action here. You're seeing this is like not bad sideways action at all. Like right here, this is good stuff. We just need to get away from that 200 moving average to give, I think, the market a little bit more confidence. The daily MACD has got to get positive and at least get a sideways here on the daily chart. I just want to note real quick, look at that 3-day chart. Look at those beautiful, look at that stairway to heaven right now that we've been doing on the 3-day chart. And the MACD is still positive, but it is trending negative because we are basically going sideways as we build momentum to cross that 200 moving average. I'm sorry, at that cross that 20K all-time high. Hey, tradelikeagenius.com or just tradegenius.co. Cyber Monday specials. I'd love to see you guys there. Join the chat. It's live 24/7. There's crypto chat. There's crypto signals. They're very, very good when the market is trending in the proper direction. They don't waste your time trying to push signals too hard that aren't going to make it. I love the team. I love hanging. Come join the team. You can get in for $2.99, get some cool training, some cool indicators, and then you're going to go, oh my gosh, this is so great, and you're going to want to do the $7.99 bundle. So anyway, if you got the dough, hop in. Not financial advice, of course, but I find that trading with a team, sharing a trading methodology that works, which is basically, as you can see, they build it into custom indicators you can get, which makes following that trading methodology pretty darn simple. You can literally point and click, buy and sell, trade. With that said, everybody, it's weekend. Bitcoin is just friggin' sideways. MACD's not in the right spot. Short time frame, 45-minute chart is sideways, but it's flirting with that 200 moving average way, way, way too aggressively. We need to get some space between it, the price action of Bitcoin and that 200 moving average before I would say that I'm going to get back in the market. Anyway, guys, it's great. Enjoy this weekend. I'll see you Sunday next week. I bet you, not financial advice, but I think it's going to be the Lambo week. Next week, we're 20K. We won't even be thinking about it anymore. We'll be thinking like 21, 22, 23, 24K. We won't be thinking about 19K or 20K anymore. Take care.